Hello again. My name's Jude Pullen and I'm a creative technologist working with the Design and Technology Association to explore new learning contexts for D&T in schools. The first example is deliberately a little bit unorthodox and off the wall. But bear with me, we presented this to teachers, students, parents and industry professionals, and even I'm a little bit shocked that it's still a firm favourite and great all-rounder for D&T, and should be a lot of fun too. To give some background, a common interview question for graduates is, when did you hit an unexpected problem and how did you overcome it? If your students have only ever designed for themselves or signed off a concept at version 1.0, it'll be hard for them to answer this compellingly. What they need is experience of failing again and again and the design getting better with each subsequent improvement. This challenge is deceptively simple: to design a squirrel-proof bird feeder. As a chartered engineer, I've had a go at doing this myself and I've failed many times, and I challenge anyone to get it right first time. I can see that this might seem improbable preparation for industry, but I figured a squirrel is a perfect adversary, as unlike your mum, your best friend, or anyone else who really likes you, it will not be nice about your version 1.0 design. It will find your weaknesses and get the nuts before the birds, and it will certainly need a redesign more than a couple of times. So, as you engage in battle with the squirrel, care needs to be taken not to forget the real user, which is of course the birds. If your feeder keeps all the animals out, this is also not a successful design. So the design should also be ethically responsible and not use anything like electric shocks or spikes. The reloading of the nuts, of course, needs to be simple and easy to do as well, and the nuts should be able to dry easily after wet weather to avoid spoilage. Lastly, you need to consider if this can be manufactured for an economically viable price. Some people have actually invented artificial intelligence or smart feeders that use image recognition to present food only if the camera sees a bird and close the door if it sees a squirrel. But realistically, would my gran have paid £200 plus to have to DIY such a contraption herself? And so, your student, hopefully a little bit humbled, but having had a good laugh, might have lost their fear of failure by realising that there isn't actually a pass-fail mark for this challenge per se, but success is instead measured on how you interrogated the design, based on the feedback of nature's appraisal of the design. At LEGO, where I previously worked, merit was given to things which had low floors, wide walls and high ceilings. This project resonated with industry professionals I spoke to, as the bird feeder can be designed with very cheap or indeed free recycled items at no cost, so this is the low floor. It can vary the approach and tactics, which are the wide walls, but you can also create very complex or advanced techie solutions if you so wish to ignore the £5 price tags of manufacturability, so that's your high ceiling. There truly is no perfect solution, but there is evidently a high grading for students who apply design, build, test and retest loops multiple times. If students are having fun and being bested by the squirrel, this is a neutralising effect on the fear of failure, whilst also providing some evidence to the classroom that there really is no perfect answer, and that all ideas will likely have some merit. The best students will likely incorporate learnings from others, or perhaps team up. This is of course closer to real life, and it's incumbent on educators and curriculum authors to not impede such life skills. This is a more expansive mindset that prepares them for subsequent design challenges. So enjoy this, and please take a look at the links below. Thanks.